Hello, doing a quick recording here of Fortnite Chapter 2. We are playing on an AMD R9 290 4GB paired with the X5670 CPU. The settings that we are playing on are known as Pro settings. We have Epic View Distance with everything else set to off or low, all at 1920 by 1080p. And you can watch the frame rate counter in the top left-hand corner of the screen, as well as the CPU and GPU usage. And we are recording this video using the AMD encoder through OBS Studios. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. And one thing I will mention is that we are slightly CPU bottlenecked. So if you do have a faster CPU, you will get a higher frame rate with this graphics card combination. And yeah, for those of you who are wondering, the CPU that we are using is the X5670. That is a 6-core, 12-threaded processor from about 2009, 2010, 2011. So, kind of was released over the course of like a couple years there. But yeah, so it's actually almost 8 or 9 years old now, and it still performs pretty good. We can still get above 100 frames per second in most games, which is nice. And yeah, as you can see here in Fortnite, when we are running around outside, we will have about an average of 100 or so frames per second. And in some cases, it will go higher than 100 frames per second. But it really varies based on where you are on the map. We are playing on the winter update here for Fortnite Chapter 2. So the date of this recording is December 26th. 2019. Yeah, so performance may vary over time, but overall I think AMD does a really good job with their driver updates. So you can always expect that whatever graphics card they have will have pretty good drivers. Alright, looks like free stuff here. Let's see if we can find some other players and hopefully not die. That would be great. Alrighty, we'll continue running around here. There should be a chest around here. Alright, looks like there's some equipment here. You can see, like, we're really close to that 100 FPS mark. That's what I find the system will average. So even, yeah, so you could definitely pair this this graphics card with a higher end CPU, and you would get a higher frame rate. So just thought I would mention that. Yeah, but the reason I haven't paired it with a higher end CPU is because I don't have a high wattage power supply with any of my other CPU options. So we're just gonna have to stick with this. But I figure I'd do an update since the last recording I did with this graphics card, just because it seems like a lot of people still have the R9 290 because it's still a great graphics card. But there aren't really any, I guess, up-to-date videos with it because it's so old. Where is the other chest? Right, we're going to take the big pot over the small pot there. Alrighty. Floppers are always good to take as well, but pretty content with what we have, and I can hear... Oh, I thought I could hear someone building. I guess that was just my imagination, but yeah, we gotta head to the next circle now. Just running around. You can see the frame rate does go up a little bit. Yeah, overall we are CPU limited. Just a little bit disappointing for the recording, but it does show you that the R9 290 is more than capable of getting over 100 frames per second. My guess is it would get anywhere from about 144 frames per second up to about 180. That's kind of where I would peg this GPU. On low settings, that is. So kind of what we were playing right now. But yeah, it will vary. A sniper would be nice to have, but running the pistol, and actually we're going to take the sniper. We're going to drop the AR and take the pistol instead. There we go. I think this is pretty good, and yeah, we'll start heading off to the next circle. It's pretty far. We'll probably end up taking a boat or something like that. And yeah, in terms of building, it's really smooth as well. Oh well, I can't build properly. I don't know my key bindings. But yeah, overall it's super smooth. So if you knew how to build, of course, it'd be a lot better. But yeah, currently still above that 100 FPS mark, super solid. And yeah, I'm just gonna hop in the boat and kind of take a little run along here. But yeah, if you are looking at getting a graphics card and you are considering the R9 290, I would also recommend you to consider getting an RX 570 instead. It is about the same price, but the RX 570 does use a lot less power, which would make your build kind of cheaper, because then you don't need to buy as good of a power supply. So if that logic makes sense. But yeah, if someone offers you like an R9 290 for free, or is like a hand-me-down or something, then you obviously take it, because it is still very capable. And yeah, getting a good power supply is never a bad thing, because you can always use it in future builds as well. Putting back in the water, and we'll head. Can't really get upstream here, but we'll try. Sorry for the boat noise, it's kind of annoying. See if we can get up to the lake here. Oh, there's other players here. We're kind of just going to boogie out of here. Alright, we'll just take the boat. The boat seems like the best option. Oh, we almost had him. If we didn't shoot the rocket, we would have been able to pick him off much easier. Oh, I guess this is downstream, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyways, nothing's supposed to make a lot of sense, but alright, still around that 100 FPS mark, as I was mentioning. And yes, with a more modern CPU, you will get a higher frame rate for sure. Alright, looks like the guy's running up there. We'll continue moving, get a little bit of high ground here, and hopefully not get shot out. But, yeah. See, I don't see any other... Oh, no! I don't see a lot of other players around here. So yeah, the next storm is relatively far. Maybe we'll drop down in the canyon, but the only downside with going in the canyon is that you have low ground, so yeah, I don't think we'll go in the canyon, or we'll try not to. And that's, yeah, there we go. That's in the storm, so we'll just take the bridge across and keep our eyes open for other players coming behind us. So yeah, currently MSI Afterburner is reading that we have 100% GPU usage. That might be because we are recording, but I would think that, like, I would have thought we would have got higher, like a higher frame rate. So if I tab out quickly, yeah, our GPU usage is actually pretty much pegged at 100%. So maybe this is the performance of the R9 290. I highly doubt it. I think it's pegged at 100% because it's also picking up the GPU usage, because we are recording the video using the GPU. So maybe that has an effect on performance. I'm not 100% sure, but those are a couple factors there. So if you do have a more modern CPU and you're not recording, my guess is you will get above 144 frames per second without an issue, because I do know like some lower power cards like an R9 380X will get even higher frame rates. And the R9 380X is a weaker card. Yeah, we'll just take the boat so that everyone can hear us. It's a good way of blowing your cover. Alrighty, let's boogie. I'll go this way. That was too short. Alright, looks like there are players on the island. We are not going to go on the island. We're just going to follow the river here. Need to watch out for other players, because they could easily pick us off. Alright, looks like the stormtroopers have found us. Part of me wants to finish them off, but the other part just wants to have the stormtroopers kind of keep this guy busy. Alrighty. Looks like there is some loot there. Nothing. Oh, there's a scar. I was going to say nothing that we don't already have, but that's not true. Alright, looks like there's someone out there trying to snipe us. But yeah, I don't know what I would drop in order to get that scar. Like, obviously the pistol would be the obvious choice to drop, but I kind of enjoy the pistol. Alright, we should be able to snipe him pretty well there. Nice thing is we'll be able to see him when he snipes. He should come up right about there. Got him locked. Oh, he missed. But when he does move, we'll be able to pick him off, I think. Alrighty, this is kind of boring. But yeah, we're hovering around that 100 FPS mark. Oh my gosh, that was dumb. He should have hit that. Alright, let's just reload our weapon there. But yeah, I would have imagined he would have swam across by now. See if I can quickly snipe him here. And he missed, so did I, but it's going to be time for me to move. So, yeah, I think if he peeks here, maybe we'll be able to finish him, but he's on the move, so we might be able to get him here as well. He's going to be tantalized by the chest, but he's not going to take it. Oh, there's other players here besides him, so we have to be really careful. This is why I like the pistol. It has really good accuracy. It's extraordinarily loud. Yeah, the noise isn't great, but yeah, this is the snowstorm I was talking about. It can be really hard to see other players, but decent eyesight and you're well on your way. Yeah, this is going to be brutal, but it's not too bad. Just going to double check that we are recording. Yes, we are. So, feeling not confident, but just happy that we're still alive. Yeah, definitely not confident. Alright, we got to get moving because the storm is coming in. Oh, someone's right up ahead here. We're just going to hop on top here and continue moving along. Kind of want to move now, but... Oh, it says the guy's building. Interesting. Must have added a couple more signs. Oh, this is a problem. Like, you can't, like, when you're not moving, like, other players are gonna see you and be able to snipe you. So makes it very challenging. But we will be able to pick them off as well. Kind of punish their slowness or whatever. Alright, the storm has disappeared. Well, I don't mean the storm, but yeah, the snowstorm has disappeared. No! Anyways, that's going to kind of conclude our recording there. But yeah, this is the R9 290 paired with the X5670. Hopefully this gives you a better idea how the system does perform. and or how the graphics card performs. And if you guys have any questions, definitely reach out. Thanks.